Namaste. Myself B. Malati, a research scholar under the guidance of Dr. K. Chandrasekhare Garu. In this video, I would like to present the paper with title Spatial Cognition Applications towards Swachh Digital India. And moving on to the abstract part. Here in the abstract, a brief description about the space, spatial cognition and location-based services is mentioned. Space, it can be a memory space, web space, or space such as dimensions of height, depth and width within which all the things exist and move. And the spatial cognition, it plays a very important role in various human activities. Now coming to this paper, they have presented here a review of the spatial cognition functions and applications, and also they focused mainly on location based services, cybercrime solution space, and humanity from a spatial cognition perspective. Here there is a need to build a new spatial database to prevent the cybercrimes by developing new spatial rules. That is the need. Moving on to introduction. Cognition. The word cognition signifies the processing of information. Like the cognitive process can be an artificial one or a natural one, and both low level and high level mental process are included in this cognition. Spatial cognition, it involves the information collection, storage, organization, utilization and retrieval of the knowledge about the spatial environment. Now all these capabilities enable the human beings to manage the basic and high level tasks, cognitive tasks in the everyday life. Various subjects like artificial intelligence, geographic information science, psychology, cartography, all these work together to understand the spatial cognition in human beings and in technical systems. The spatiality, it's defined as a collection of all extensional properties. Like the extensionality alludes to the property of occupying space. And the next section, spatial cognition functions and applications. Here this is spatial cognition. As we already know, it is useful in everyday tasks such as selecting a correct lane to take while driving to a place, or identification of right vein to make a diagnosis of disease. And also spatial cognition functions include a way finding as a part of navigation, like utilizing the knowledge of space, imagining the places. And the applications includes this spatial cognition includes applications of spatial cognition includes this geographic information systems, GIS, location based services and spatial education. And spatial cognition in location based services, now they use these services use geodata from the mobile phones or smartphones. The LBS uses the smartphone's global positioning system, GPS technology, to track the person's location. Finding one's location helps him or her in many ways, right? Like companies use the user's location in various ways, such as store locators, marketing, travel information, roadside assistance, mobile management for tracking the employees, fraud prevention, etc. Now, based on the theories of spatial cognition, we can build the artifacts that implement the perception, memory, information processing and communication. Moving on to spatial cognition in cybercrime. Cybercrime, we already know it's a crime in which the communication devices and communication channel are used directly or indirectly as a medium. Cybercrime includes the criminal activities like fraud, forgery, mischief, theft, defamation, in addition to hacking, cyber stalking, webjacking, etc. Now this is very imperative to develop a cybercrime spatial analysis system which will help prevent the cybercrimes. So some rules like spatial rules of cybercrime on the base of geographic information system, GIS, are framed. Like the first one here, that includes the setup of spatial database through IP searching based on criminal indication. And secondly, extend the GIS data structure and spatial models, add network dimension and virtual attribution to recognize the dynamic connection between the cyber and the real space. Then design the cybercrime observing and avoidance system to discover the cyberspace logics based on spatial analysis. Now this is the diagram. Here in this diagram, the cybercrime cases profile, that is 2011 to 2015, is shown as per the source which is mentioned or shown here. It's increasing. Next, human spatial cognition. Here the usage of internet has become unavoidable in everyday life. Like we are using these computers and internet as a part of our education also, right? And the widely used applications by young people, like online shopping, using WhatsApp, watching videos, downloading information, playing games, etc. Now in the Carl Jung's theories of psychological type, the cognitive functions, also known as mental functions, are defined as different ways of perceiving and judging. They are well defined as thinking, feeling, sensation and intuition. And here these terms extraversion, introversion, intuition, sensing, thinking, feeling and ICT, these are mentioned here. They are well defined as thinking, like feeling, sensation and intuition. These are mentioned here. Yes. And this is the diagram which shows the three phases of the cognitive functions. First phase includes the input phase, then elaboration phase, then the output phase. These are the three phases. And the first phase, the input phase is getting the information, and processing. Elaboration phase is processing of using the information. Output phase is solution, providing the solution. And moving on to the conclusions, the use of spatial technologies has become very common in the society. So spatial technologies and cognition would benefit people to use them easily. LBS provides easy navigation of users in traveling. Assistive technologies, either software based or hardware based, need to be developed so that these can be utilized by the differently abled people. So there is a need to develop a cybercrime spatial solution system and assistive technologies for the disabled people. Thank you.